Heist here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Waterdeep's Dragon Heist. And if you are new to the channel, if you're interested in learning how to play D&D or getting involved in a game yourself, join us in the Discord. Link is down below. That's where we organize all of our games throughout the week, and that's where you need to be if you'd like to get involved in a game yourself.
Really good student.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Especially since Phoebus, I forgot your name, wasn't with us last week. So the story so far, the party was assembled by the owner of the Yawning Portal Tavern, Durnan, to assist with a job concerning some goblins terrorizing the trade routes. After completing that quest and returning to the Yawning Portal, a fight broke out where a troll crawled its way up from the Undermountain, which is the entrance to which is located within the Yawning Portal Tavern. The denizens of the bar went into a panic, many of them fleeing for their lives, as the party and Durnan sprung into action to fight back the troll. After the troll was defeated, the party was approached by Volo, and Volo, he had a proposition for them. He was he's looking for a friend of his that has gone missing, and his friend is Floon Bagmar, and he's been missing ever since a night of drunken debauchery with him and Volo several nights ago. And so Volo has given everybody a small purse of coin and promised you many, many more if you were to locate his friend and bring him back safely. And that's where we're picking up today. After accepting Volo's quest, all of you had taken a rest. I believe you did some shopping around town, and then we are picking up today with us beginning to look for Floon. And during talking with Volo, I'm trying to recall our conversation because it was three weeks ago, and he said that they were drinking at somewhere, which I don't remember. Do any of you remember? I guess it's important. I don't need to know. You need to know. Rat. There it was. Yes, they were drinking at the Skewed Rat. Is that right?
It was rat or dragon or something.
Dragon, the Skewed Dragon. That is, there we go. And so they were drinking at the Skewered Dragon 2 nights ago, drinking and gambling, and then Volo left, and then he hadn't seen Floon since. So that is all we know, and that's where we are picking up today. And I would say that at the end of the last session, the party had went to Lothar's house to sleep for the night and kind of, gather themselves before they took on Volo's job. So I guess we're waking up in Lothar's cramped quarters in the dock ward. I had to F5 so I wouldn't have to watch Pruitt.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is inform everyone I got to go talk to someone. I'm going to go see Johnny McNormal.
Who is that guy?
Thought we put the kibosh on that name. All right, Johnny McNormal Man. And how do we know him?
He's my informant.
He's your informant. Smack. Yeah, we know he's your informant mechanically, but I mean, how does Lothar the person know him?
Oh, he was the first guy to talk to me because I'm a freaking Minotaur, and no one wanted to talk to me in the city, and he was my good friend for many years, and he actually lives in the downstairs.
There we go. Okay, cool. So, you find Johnny McNormal Man. He's currently busy working on the docks, taking some some crates with several other men off of a nearby ship and bringing them to shore. As he sets down a heavy crate, he looks over at you and puts his arms out to embrace you. Lothar! Old buddy, old friend, yes! How are we today?
Johnny, I'm doing good. How are you?
Can't be too bad. I've got a job to put coin in my pockets and food in my belly, so what else could I want, huh?
Well, you could get that lass I keep telling you to go after, but you're too much of a chicken now, aren't you?
Always with the name calling, and he gives you a playful slug in your stomach.
I'd like to remind you that he's a kobold in disguise, so it's tiny.
No, he's not. He's a human.
Oh.
He's a normal guy.
Okay, Johnny, I need to talk to you about something. I've got a job. Need to find
A job? All right.
some silly-looking fellow lost a.
So,
There's a man named Floon. They were having some drinking and gambling, and then he near the Skewered Dragon. Have you heard any?
Skewered Dragon.
Anything?
Well, actually, yeah. The dragon is about 5 blocks over here in the dock ward. I mean, you've been there. We've drank there many a nights.
I'm not talking about the Skewered Dragon. I know about Floon.
What about him?
Have you seen anything? Heard anything?
I've never met the bloke. How would I know anything? I know there was supposedly a huge fight there over towards the dragon a few nights ago, but other than that, I haven't heard much of anything.
Okay, Johnny. I know you too well. How much gold do you?
Gold? You insult me! If I knew something, I would tell my dear friend Lothar, he says slyly.
Says the man that once sold me 500 pounds of tea just to prove. I toss him a sack of 5 gold. Tell me what you know.
He holds the pouch for a second, looks up at you, looks back to the pouch briefly before setting it into his pocket, and he says, well, I hear that the fight that happened near the dragon wasn't just some ordinary bar scuffle. Apparently, it was gang violence between the Xanathar Guild and some of the Zentarum. Very likely that your Floon fellow got caught up in the scuffle.
Have you any clue which side he was on?
He shrugs. He's like, I told you already, I don't know the fella. But if he was at the dragon, it's very likely he could have been caught in all the mess.
Well, that's more information than we started with. Thank you. I wave off, and then I put the big crate that he just got done lifting back onto the thing that he lifted it off of. Give him a grin and.
What a dick. All right. So I'm assuming you go back to the party and catch him up to speed.
Yeah.
So, what do you know? This Johnny guy, did he knew something?
He gave us more information than we had, but it's not much to go off of. The Xanathar Guild and the Zentarum are having a turf war. He was probably caught in the middle of. Knowing the Zentarum and how they work, it's most likely the Xanathar's guild to blame for taking. Zentarum would have asked for a ransom by now.
I don't think they
Where does
can
he
ask
get
for
that?
a ransom. He was probably, in their eyes, just a normal guy drinking there. Maybe he's not even alive now.
You know nothing of the city, boy.
So, do we have a plan? Let's go there and see if there's anything.
Yes, let's head
Why
to
is
the
there number
dragon
7
instead
here?
of sitting around.
All right. So you guys begin to head off towards the skewered dragon, and as you turn a corner, you find yourselves on a street that has been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying on the cobblestones are a half a dozen corpses, seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the middle of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you, and whirling around, you hear her shout, "Get on! Nothing to see here. Move along."
I'll walk to him and ask him what happened here. Is okay, so this place was near the docks you said, right? I'm kinda worried there might be someone of my family there. I want to see the corpses. I'm really scared right now. Please show
Sir,
me.
I'm not going to ask you again. At this point, you would be interfering with City Watch business. Nobody needs to come any further.
Maybe I can recognize some of the corpses. Maybe my family is there. Please, sir.
Sir, how dare you? She says as she pushes you back across from the cordon. She turns and she points to Phoebus. Get your friend in check, or I'll have you all spending a night in the clink.
Maybe we should let them do their job and
Clink.
continue on to ours.
Yes, it seems that would be best.
As you take one last look at the crime scene, you see the survivors there.
I love you, Daddy Warbucks.
Wicked Savage Clown, thank you for the sub, brother. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. You see they've taken the weapons away from the 3, and they are forcing them to their knees with their hands above their head. And one of the city watch guards approaches with a coil of rope. As they stand here with their hands on, as they kneel here with their hands on their heads, palms out facing forward, you can see one of them has something on their wrist.
It got my eye, like it has like a funny shape or something?
Well, yeah, it's some kind of tattoo. I can't quite see it. Make a perception check. Wow.
We're doing really well, guys.
14.
Darnark's kind of shielding his face and looking away while trying to see the tattoos.
All right. Lothar, you and Vanel, you're able to make out the vague shape on the small exposed area of the man's wrist. It looks like a coiled snake with a pair of wings sprouting out of its back. Both of you, Both of you, being residents of Waterdeep, are able to recognize the Winged Serpent as one of the symbols of the Zentarum.
As I noticed the symbol, I'm kinda worried for my life for some reason. Since this
Wait,
brawl here with corpses like was caused probably by them, and I like step back like slowly, scared.
Okay.
so you said it was a city guard with that?
No, the men that they were arresting.
Ah, okay.
Are we able to see the corpses at all?
Yeah, they're kind of just splayed all over the street, but you can't get in very close because the guard keeps stopping you. So if you're trying to gain any information from the corpses, you would have to make a perception check.
Let's try that again.
Yep. Round 2.
Okay. So you guys keep your distance so as not to upset the guards, and examining the scene, you're able to get quite a bit of information. All the corpses on the ground died from various slash and stab wounds, and performance.
Yeah, that's what I was
as you look at these corpses, you can see that it appears to be two separate sides on this skirmish. There's a large group of humans, but then you see several large orcs, and they are all dressed very similarly. They are all dressed very much the same, and the clothes are all very dark leather armor. But on the two of the orcs, from the direction that they're laying, one of them on the back of their head, you can see another tattoo. This one very much different. It looks like a big circle with what appears to be 8 spokes coming out from the outside of it, with a single dot in the center. And those of you who are residents of the city also recognize that symbol as well. That would be the Xanathar Guild.
Oh, hopefully Floon's not messed up with this either.
Although, I pretty much told them there was a
with my
fight between the
perception,
gangs, and
but
there.
around the humans, do I see anyone of my family, of the families of my group?
No, you cannot.
I sighed on relief.
So all of the survivors were human, but there were no orc survivors.
No orc survivors. And if we look at the state of the fight here, it looks like the Zentarum ambushed the Xanathar Guild orcs, and the orcs killed a few of the Zentarum before they were overwhelmed by the numbers.
Is this the only path to the Steward Dragon, or is this
Of course not. The docks are a huge, part of the city. You could certainly just go around, kind of go out of your way a little bit, but yeah, you can still get to the dragon.
Well, boys, I think we've seen all that we need to. I thought we go to the dragon.
Yes, I've somewhat lost my taste for this senseless violence.
Yes,
This
I would
part of-
prefer to leave.
This part of the city is my terrain. Maybe I can find a way.
Sure. No, it's not even about finding your way. You know the way. You just have to kind of circle around a little bit. Since the quickest road, the main road, has been blocked off. Dark Wolf of Taros, thank you for the sub and welcome to the family. Appreciate you very much.
Is there like guards on the corners to that road, or
No,
it's like
they're only
free
blocking
pass?
off the small section where they are. So let's just say we start heading back towards the Skewer Dragon. There are tall, densely packed buildings here. The most of the neighborhood in shadow, even at ground level in the middle of the day. Most of the street lamps, as you walk through the dock ward, have had the glass smashed out and the candles stolen. And the air here smells of salt and excrement as you pass by rows of rundown buildings and slums. It's a very nice place here. As you round the corner to head back northward towards the Skewer Dragon, you can see one nearby shop stands out from the others. It has a deep purple awning, and in its window hangs a stuffed beholder. Above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out the Old Zoblob Shop.
It's an odd-looking shop.
Did you say Zoblob?
Zoblob.
Zoblob? Sorry, I wanted you to say it a few more times.
Zoblob.
Why does it stick out, Freddy? Is there any specific?
Well, because remember the ward here. It's like a slum area, right? Everything's broken, run down. There's not a whole lot of decoration or decorum. And then the Zoblob shop stands out for two reasons. One, the bright purple ornamentation of the awning, and the large stuffed beholder in the window.
As a bounty hunter, does the shop make any note to me or anything?
No. It's the only thing of note is how very unusual it is, and I feel the need to point out when I say a stuffed beholder, I don't mean like a plush, it is an actual beholder corpse that has been taxidermied.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Can I get like near the window and use a mirror of my thieves tools to look inside to see who is inside?
Yeah. I mean, you could certainly go to the window and look but why would you need the mirror?
Yeah,
Because I don't want to like pop my head. I don't want.
I see. So you're gonna like stand outside the window and use the mirror. Okay, sure.
Do I roll something or just?
Oh no, it's well lit inside. I mean, it's some kind of store. As you look inside, you see every wall is painted purple, and there are knickknacks on the shelves that are also dyed a deep violet. There is a hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter, wearing plum-covered robes. That's all that you're able to see looking through the window.
No people.
No,
I think
there's the gnome, the shopkeep.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Guys, this place doesn't look so normal. It's the first time that I see this. I don't know how can I miss this shop. There's only a gnome keeping this place. Do we, like, I move my head to the door. I say, do we get inside?
Phoebus just walks up and walks into the shop.
I have a shock face.
Do I have?
I guess we have time to stop.
Okay.
I thought I had a trinket table. Damn it!
I thought we were on a mission, but that's fine.
I mean,
What's up,
if
Toronto?
we have
Gotcha.
time to stop.
Got cool stuff.
All right. Walking into the shop, there's a cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke that trails out through the shop door as you crack it open. Inside, now that you're looking through the open doorway instead of the cloudy window, you can see that the hairless old gnome sitting on the counter, his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. and he is puffing on a pipe that is exhaling that lavender smoke. And as you open the door, he raises a hand and, "Hail and well met! Come browse the shelves of the most curious curio shop in all the world."
Phoebus will take a quick look around.
Darnock will as well.
Yeah, two is gonna have a look.
I'm instantly going for the Xanathar, or not the
As you look around inside the shop, you can see that there is an assortment of trinkets all around.
I want to poke the most like random thing, guys. Like the most odd looking thing.
So is it mostly just like curios and trinkets, that kind of thing around the shop?
Yes, that's exactly what is here. It's a
Okay.
yeah, and as you look around, you see all kinds of things. There's a glass jar with a weird bit of flesh, that's been pickling in it. There's There's a glass vial filled with nail clippings. There's also less gross things like there's an alabaster mask that's been covered purple. Yes, to it, you need to buy a spell book if you took a dip in Wizard. Can't do anything without it.
Do I think I could find one here? And,
Oh, most definitely not.
Okay. Do I have any reference for where someone would buy something of that nature?
Probably over by the portal, since there was a. It helps if I hold my push to talk. Probably over by the yawning portal, since there was a sundry shop there. Maybe, let's just say, as you continue on the Skewered Dragon, you'll be able to find a shop and go in and purchase it. Just go ahead and add it to your sheet.
Okay, thanks.
And you said everything in here was covered in purple?
Yes, everything. It's got a thin layer of purple paint, or it's been stained purple. I mean, there's all kinds of things. There's even, you see, there's like a golden coin that it has a stamp that you don't recognize, but the metal of the coin is indiscernible because he's covered it in purple paint.
I go up to the shopkeep and ask, "I've got a bit of an unusual one for you.
Yes?
Do you have any dragon's teeth?"
Dragon's teeth. Why, yes, of course. Here. And he hops down off of the counter, walks over to a shelf, and grabs a small wooden jar. It's about the size of like a tangerine. It's tiny. And of course the jar is painted purple and it's got a big cork stopper in the top. He holds it up and he shakes it and you can hear something rattling around inside. He's like, "Dragon's teeth, just as you asked," and he puts it on the counter.
May I examine it?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I examine it, but I'm not gonna roll because I don't know what a dragon's teeth looks like. What's the price?
4 golden pieces.
4 GP. It's kind of small. Would you do?
How many dragons, sir?
The dragons shed their teeth, don't they? Like shark, they're everywhere.
No. You asked me a question, but I didn't hear. How many gold dragons?
It's been several weeks and I know you all miss it dearly, so
Yeah.
here it is, wondrous item time.
Yes.
Wondrous item.
Let's see what it
Perhaps
is.
will turn the tide.
23.
Would you do 2 for the teeth?
Sure, yeah. Two coins.
Okay. Probably want some teeth now.
Alright, that's not bad. That is a thing that is certainly useful. Okay, so he takes your 2 coins and he gives you the little jar, and he kind of nods at you and says, "Well, thank you. That's very very appreciated, your patronage." Would anybody
Yes.
else like to do something?
Dewitt is gonna walk up and say, what's with the stuffed beholder outside?
Oh,
The big stuffed beastly thing outside. What's with that? Why is that there?
well, that's a funny story. You see, uh, this shop originally was owned by someone named Zablob. And when I purchased the shop, the beholder was already there. I purchased the shop, tried to remodel and rebrand it for myself, but much to my dismay, everybody just continued to refer to my curio shop as the old Zablob shop. So eventually, because nobody would remember the name of my store, I rebranded again. Except this time, I named the store the Old Zablob Shop. I changed my name legally to Old Zablob, and I put the beholder back in the window. And it seems to have worked, because now I have customers, and he gestures to all of you.
But isn't this a strange part of town to have a shop like this?
Strange? I mean, possibly, but it was also one of the only wards where I could afford to open a shop.
Do you see much business with all the violence that's been going on?
Violence? I actually don't know what you mean.
There was a brawl in the other street right now. Take care, bro.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't really pay attention. And he kind of lifts up his pipe and takes another hit. And you can see he's kind of got like, his cheeks are really rosy. His eyes are kind of glossed over. He's clearly not 100% in control of his faculties.
Well, it's certainly an interesting shop, but perhaps we can examine more later.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
I think that might be best.
You're always welcome to come back.
Question
sure
before
we
we
will.
leave. What type of patronage do you normally?
I don't know. Curious, looky-loos, all kinds of people that want to see my perfectly purple wares.
Yes. And how many of them have a tattoo with 6 lines and it's ultimately?
Huh? I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
Can I see if it's?
I mean, yeah, of course you can roll an insight check if you want. Darnock, you see no deception here.
Alright, I'll go back and continue looking around the shop until we're ready to leave.
Lothar, you get the distinct impression that he is hiding something.
Something indeed strokes my IRL. Do I see if there's any like scuffs on the ground for like hidden passageways or like a locked off door that's suspicious or anything?
Well, that would be a perception check, but I'm gonna save you the trouble and say no. You see nothing of the sort.
I'll leave whatever I was poking to play with in the shelf again and step out, waiting for the party to follow me. I'll just sit like there in the street.
Yep, Phoebus will do as well.
All
I'll
right.
follow my partner.
So, does anybody want to do anything else here before we head to the dragon? No? Great.
Nope.
All right. So you bid the strange gnome farewell and head off down the street. It's actually not long before you come upon the skewer dragon. And when you walk up to the tavern, you see that it looks like a ruin. Both its front-facing windows are smashed, and there's a ship's anchor lodged in the roof. Through the windows, you can see a group of haggard patrons drinking from huge tankards.
Before we go in, I tell the party that gnome was lying to you. You can usually tell when someone's lying, and he was.
Well, we can definitely go back there when we have more time.
I just don't believe Lothar. Like I shrug it off.
Telling you, never
So-
trust a gnome.
So what's our plan here then? What are we? What's our game plan? How do we proceed?
Well, first we need to find information on Floon.
Does anyone recall what Volo said he looked like?
I must confess, I'm
Okay.
somewhat in the dark. I haven't met this Floon person, so I don't really know what to ask for.
The only thing I remember him saying was I think he said something about him being a handsome man or something.
Oh yes, he was very, very adamant about how handsome Floon was. He fawned on and on about how Floon was so very handsome and beautiful that it was Volo's infatuation with Floon was very obvious. But that's really all that he said. I think at one point he may have said about him having blonde hair, but other than that, that's really all that he gave you. He's blonde and he's beautiful.
I can work with fish, okay?
Oh, back hurts.
So we are obviously not entering here like it's our home, right?
Oh, I just enter the door like the skewer dragon, like it's nothing, like I've done it.
I facepalm myself and follow him.
Not particularly.
Sure, I'll
Probably
follow along
because
as
I
well.
haven't entered it
Looking
before.
very obviously out of place here in my white robes.
Yeah, I'll sulk along behind everyone.
Okay. So, entering the tavern, like I said, there's a lot of very rough-looking men here, and they're all drinking from tankards twice the size of what you would expect at a regular establishment. And other than that, you could see some tables where men are arm wrestling as they snarl at each other, and there's another table where people have cards and they're playing Three Dragon Ante. And then coming from a corner in the back of the tavern, you see a group of men all huddled around, kind of almost kneeling and crouching at the floor as they throw dice in the corner. It's a very rowdy establishment. And as you look, some of the people from the nearby tables kind of look in your direction and sneer.
I give a hearty laugh and say, "Fellas, how are the drinks today?"
Nobody responds to you. You can see a few people even kind of lean in close to each other and start to whisper as they stare in your direction.
I put on a big grin and go on to the arm wrestling area, put down a gold coin. I'm next.
Get out of here, cow.
What do you mean? Are you afraid to lose?
I'm afraid that you're not welcome here.
I need some information. It's easier to talk with my fist than it is with words. I don't particularly plan on starting a fight either, so this is the best middleman. I'll put
Oh,
down another gold piece.
how about you knock it off? You're not half as stupid as you look, I'd imagine, and you know as well as we do that if you try to start a fight, the city guard will be all over the place. So how about you quit your boasting and you get out of my face?
I'm not here to boast, I'm here to show. Puts down another gold.
So he looks down at the coins and he looks up at you. All right, I might be able to hear what you have to say. What do you want? Huh?
Well, first a friendly game. Put my elbow ready for an arm.
Okay. He smiles and he says, "All right," and he reaches up with one hand, and as he does, you can see he's got a very strange ring on his finger.
How illuminated is this place?
It's very dim. There's a few candles on some of the tables, and there's a mostly broken chandelier with a couple more hanging from the ceiling. So it's a very dark place.
Okay.
Does the ring look particularly dangerous to me? Like I have a hook or something?
Dangerous? No, it's a ring.
Just a regular, strange-looking ring.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
In
Oh,
what
yeah, I'll
fingers
see
does
this.
he has it?
On what finger?
Yeah.
On his thumb.
Okay. By the way, probably no, but do I get any feeling like from Tiff's camp that the ring on his thumb means something like
No.
Okay.
No, he's not talking to you in Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
Let's do this arm wrestling, boy.
Use Druidic. That'll get him! Alright, so you begin to arm wrestle him, right? And he's putting up quite a bit of resistance. And then you see him kind of give a half smile and he whispers something. Tell me, do you speak Elvish?
I think I do, actually.
Oh! Wait, what is Minotaur or Abyssal? What the hell is that?
In Faerun it's Abyssal, but in Ravnica it's Minotaur, so I didn't know which one you wanted.
What? Alright, anyway. No, you don't speak Elvish. So he says a word, you don't understand it, and all at once it's not like the man definitely isn't getting stronger. He's not forcing your hand further back. It's more like his hand is getting heavier. So very heavy. Even you with all your considerable strength is struggling to hold it up.
I tighten my belt and I'm getting mad that I'm losing, so I go into a rage.
Alright, go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage since you're raging. Oh. Alright, that's pretty good. You manage with a big heave, you force his hand to the table, and he kind of blinks for a minute and looks at you wide-eyed, even a little scared.
I take a deep breath. Alright, that was fun. About that information. I slip my 3 coins.
Information?
Oh, I said I came here to talk. I need to know about a dainty man that came through here.
A dainty man. What does that mean, a dainty man?
Oh, look around us. Do any of us look particularly beautiful?
He points at Phoebus.
Okay, well, I mean, like, really beautiful. This man went on and on about how beautiful this man is. Need to find him.
Oh, I don't know. Like, do you have any defining features, or like, was this man with anybody, or I mean, what are we talking about here? What day are we talking about?
Well, there was a big fight. The man, we're looking for a missing person. His name is Floon. Before the person that's looking for him left, he was named Volo. He was a
Volo. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. He's just a dainty blonde man.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Floon, Volo, and his companion were here drinking a few nights ago, playing Three Dragon Ante, and I think Volo got a little too kippered and had to go sleep it off. After he left, he was joined by another companion. Oh, and he starts he puts the back of his hand to his forehead and starts like, oh, if only I could remember who he was. Oh, what did he look like?
At this point, I wave at my party to put down some gold coins.
I won't do that, but I want to sit in a table and order something to drink while I play with cards.
Okay.
Phoebus will walk over and place 5 gold coins on the table and say, your information could be very useful to us. And so, there you are.
He slides the coins off into his lap, and you can hear them clink together as he shuffles them into his pocket. I do remember. It was the fella he left with, extremely noticeable, was none other than Renaer Neverember, son of Waterdeep's previous Open Lord. Chip off the old block, that one. Just as spoiled, rich noble, likes to rub our noses in it and come slum with the rest of us.
Can you write that one down?
Yeah, was I about to ask the same? Thanks. These names.
Yeah, him and the young Neverember, they got together and left maybe an hour after Volo did. And they drank, they played games, and then they left around midnight, I'd take it. As they were leaving, 5 other chaps followed them out. And I don't think I saw what happened after that. They, none of them have been back to the dragon ever since.
Many of them got a symbol on them, you know, the ones I speak of.
What symbol would that be? I don't know what you mean, son.
Of one of the guilds.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. We were all drinking.
Fair enough.
Around what? Oh, never mind, I'm not there.
I'll tell you what, though. The one thing that I do recall, a couple of the men that were here that night, they tend to hang out near an old warehouse down on Candle Lane. You'll know which one I mean. There's a weird snake symbol on the door.
Snake symbol. Okay.
Well,
It's just about all I needed to know, actually.
sounds like as good a lead as we're going to get. So, shall we be off then?
Yes, sounds like a plan.
Let's get going.
Alright, think we got everything we need.
Okay.
Before we leave, I fling a GP to the bartender, say, his next round's on me.
You were just throwing away all these coins.
Don't you have a rent to pay?
Yeah. I guess after the first job, you guys are flush with cash, huh? It would be a shame if something were to happen to it. Cough, cough. Evil foreshadowing cough. Alright.
That's what
So you guys begin heading your way towards Candle Lane. And gloom envelopes a narrow alley here, almost as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces the darkness here is a faint flickering from down the lane, like a distant candle.
What kind of people is around here?
No people.
Like fancy
It is
clothing?
distinctly
Okay.
empty.
And what time of the day is it?
It's midday, but it's extraordinarily dark. All the tall buildings on either side of this narrow alley kind of block out most of the sun.
Are like shops on of this street? Do I find odd that there's no one here, or it's like a residential area?
Residential.
Okay. I guess we're heading in,
Heading in where?
like
I do
along
it
the
any
street, right?
person.
You're on the street.
Yeah, but to the end of it, no? I'm confused now.
We're just looking for whatever the building with the symbol of the weird snake, probably the one of the Zentarim symbols.
Well, said it was a candle shop, and you said there's a distinct flicker of a candle, so that's why.
Candle shot. Where did you get that? Yes, there is a candle. There is a flicker of a distant candle. That's the only thing of note on the street. I don't know you guys' imagination running away with you.
It's always good to head towards the light, so why don't we head that way?
Okay. As you approach, you see that here there is one street lamp that has a candle still intact, and you can tell that there's something very odd about this candle. It's clearly burning in front of you, but the wax doesn't seem to run from the heat of the flame. And standing near this candle, you could see a building larger than all the others. And standing here in the front of this building, faintly illuminated by the light from this candle, on the double doors of this warehouse is a large black winged snake with a dagger running through one of the panes on the window.
Looks like we found the place, guys.
Whoa!
Okay, so when we get inside, what should our plan be? I can't imagine the Zentarim will be particularly happy to see us.
Yeah, I doubt they will either.
I don't think getting inside is like a guaranteed thing. And it's not like we can ring the bell and get in, right?
I ring.
My face palm can be here like really far away.
If there's a bell, I'm ringing it.
There's no bell. It's just the
Oh.
large double doors from the dock here, and there's a smaller entrance door to the right. It helps if I'm on the right.
Is there one of those door pounder things?
No. This isn't a mansion or kind of fancy complex. It's just a warehouse.
Well, why don't
And
we have a peek at a window, see if we can spot any.
yeah, looking around, it's this warehouse is run down and ramshackle. Stands at the back here, and there's a high fence that kind of goes around the perimeter. The gate to the fence is not locked, which is where I currently have your token standing. But you see, there's no real other way around. You can still exit from the yard and walk around the building. There are several windows here, which is actually what Darnock is standing in front of, one of the windows. But when you pull on the window, you find it to be locked.
I can't see.
Yes, it's dark.
Oh, that dark? Whoa.
I whisper to the rest of the guys, "Hey guys, should I cast light on myself or something?"
Is the window like frosted where you can't see in, or?
Are you standing in front of the window?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I can actually see in.
Well, if it was obscured, then I wouldn't have left it open there.
Good point. All right. All right. So I'll move back and say it looks like an empty warehouse. I don't see anything inside from here.
Are there noises coming from the warehouse that we can hear?
I'm sorry, you got to say that again. You both were talking at the start.
You go first.
Oh, I was just trying to RP go first.
Are there any noises that are coming from the warehouse? Like there are people moving something or something like that?
No. You can't hear anything as you approach.
Guys, I can't see, so I'm gonna do this just so I can see. Is that okay with everyone?
Go ahead.
On
Probably best you don't just
I'm gonna
walk right in there, but I feel like we should do.
Well, the window didn't seem to open, so if anybody wants to, that might be stronger than me, wants to force it open or has better skills.
Do you see something to it? Okay.
What'd you like to do?
Okay, so this is the street and this is the house? Or I'm confused.
This is the house. Like, you can see the wall. What are we doing? Besides sitting here in silence.
Is this the door up here? Or the window?
That's the window.
That's a window.
and we open the window.
It's locked. You've already tried that.
Sorry. Guys, if we want to go in this house, we're going to have to either go through the window or the door.
I attempt to do the secret knock, which is really just me rocking like a normal person, but saying it to you.
Okay. Knocking on the window doesn't. There's no reply. Let me check their passive perception. 16. Van Eld, after he knocks on that window, you can faintly hear sounds of shuffling and movement coming from inside the building. It seems you've startled whoever's in there.
There's someone in here, guys.
Although they didn't answer to the
Taking
secret
into
knock.
account that he's not coming to greet us, he doesn't want to know us that he's there.
Where did I put the damn? There it is.
I think a good course of action is just sneaking in. The problem is this guy right here, and I look at Lothar.
Excuse me, so Callum, very
What the fuck is that?
Can I? There's just one window.
That you can see.
I want to, like, how far can I move? I can move here, right? Yeah, that's like a wall. And these things that I can see inside are that like smaller windows.
Where?
These things. I can stay inside for some
You
reason.
had to go through a gate to get to the yard. That is the gate.
Oh, and then one. Why can I see inside? That's kind of weird.
That's. Look, that is a road. Maybe we should listen when I'm describing things.
The vision is kind of weird. Okay.
So, should we just go into the building, find somebody, and ask them where to find Floon?
Darnak's gonna try to open the door.
Okay. Trying to open the door, you find it is also locked.
Alright, guys, if somebody has a way to unlock these, or we can continue to try to knock and get their attention.
I can try, but it's pretty much illegal.
Does anybody have any skill in trying to pick the lock on the window or to open the window?
Yeah, it's pretty much
delicate manner.
Right, like pick the lock or force it open. What do we do?
You guys take guard, like make sure people don't see me.
Sure. And yeah, we can do that.
I look to it and say like, bring me your light. And do you guys prefer the window or the door? I can try either.
No preference.
I'll take the door. We have to get this big boy inside also, I think.
Okay, so they're going to the door.
Do it if you help me to watch inside a little. Okay, thanks. And do I make a roll with my thief tools?
Yes, you do.
Do I add any stat or? Why do I not rolling? Yeah, do I roll any stat or just my proficiency?
X. Yeah, custom apps. Because they want. No, this doesn't come with the Roll20 module. The Roll20 module for this is like they look like that. No, these are custom. Okay, 9. Like you fiddle with the lock for a second, but it's difficult. You're not able to force it open.
Guys, this lock is kinda new. It's kinda hard to move these things. Give me some more time, or can I try again? Like, I just want to crack this open. I'm
Sure. With disadvantage, your tools are kind of wearing down, trying to force the lock open, repeatedly.
Okay.
Should be hard. It's like a DC 12. Even with disadvantage. There we go. Okay. So this time you're able to you feel a very satisfying click as you manage to open the door. And as you open the door, I'm just going to move that. All of you can see some very poorly hidden Kenku. There's these they are large humanoid shaped birds, and they are all brandishing short swords and hiding behind boxes and crates, waiting to ambush you. But like I said, they're hidden very poorly, so you guys obviously see them, and you can go ahead and roll initiative. Looking around the inside of this room, you can see tables and chairs have been carelessly tossed across the floor. There's corpses of a dozen men lying along the walls, the rapiers and daggers lying nearby. And, that you can see the Kenkus have blood on their swords. Hey, bar save. Thank you very much. I'm sure the party's not going to appreciate
fresh
that.
blood dripping from the swords, or like
yes,
just
sir. Fresh
holy?
blood.
Okay. Okay.
Before we start combat, I'd like to request that I'm able to say, "Oh boy, I sure hope we don't get ambushed."
What? Anywho.
I'm mocking the computer.
Haha. Anywho, the Kenkus looks like they get to go first in combat. And you open the door, and they all lunge forward, short swords in hand. I'm gonna move them first. Oh, look at that! They get right up in your face. And as they attack, you can hear them all screeching, "Kill them all! Kill them all!" And they are, of course, none of them are surprised. We are going to attack Darnock, Van Eld, and Tippin twice. Yes, and it's all in the same voice. It's very shrill and very annoying. Darnock, take 9. Van Eld, take 9. Oh my god, my rolls today, guys. Tippin takes 6. I don't know what we're concentrating on, but never mind. And then the last one is finally a miss. Okay. After that, to it. It's your turn. And I have a nat 20. Nope, not there.
I'm going
this
to
one.
unsheath my other sword and attack the one all the way on the bottom.
That's a miss.
And with bonus action, I'll attack again.
21 is a hit for 8.
That's it.
Phoebus?
Okay, well, Phoebus is gonna just take a step up here, and actually, he's not. He's gonna take a step up to here. Give me just a moment. Yep.
There's some funky physics there, but okay. Burning hands on 3 of the Kenku. Got it. Deck saves. Here they come. Yep. So 2 pass, 1 fail. All right.
And that's the end. That's the end of my turn.
Van Elk.
Okay, I'm going to stab this one with my short sword.
Yeah, that is a hit, and the second Kenku dies.
I'm going to take my cunning action to disengage, and I'm going to move to here. That's my turn.
Darnock?
Alright, Darnock's gonna panically stab with his dagger.
Oh, that is a hit. Anything else?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
Lothar.
I'm gonna move behind this one, hit him with my hammer, and then shove him with my.
That is a hit and a dead Kenku. Alright, the last Kenku, seeing how everybody is dead, you see him, he's gonna take the disengage as he starts flapping excitedly and makes a run for the gate. To it. Heal Darnock for 5.
I'll drop my swords, take out the bow, and fire an arrow at him.
Alright, to it. Let's see it. Your ammunition gets lodged in its container, and as you pull the arrow out, it spills all of your arrows onto the ground. It'll take you around to collect them all up so you can use them again. Phoebus.
All right. Phoebus is just gonna throw out actually, he's gonna move over, and he's just gonna try and bop him with his quarterstaff. He's gonna attempt to knock him out.
Okay. That is a hit, and the Kenku is unconscious. And that will end combat. Okay. So, now what would everybody like to do?
How much noise did we just make?
Oh, a ton. I mean, you had combat.
Yeah, I can imagine that. What do you want to go do with this guy, Beavis?
Well, I was just thinking that, since they were here and killed a bunch of people, perhaps they could give us some information as to why they were here. It seems that the people on the walls are likely members of the Zentarim. They look like the thieving sort, and so these guys were obviously sent here to kill them. Or
Lothar,
to gain something.
help us to get this bird inside. We can set up an interrogation, I guess. And in the meantime, let's look around this building.
I'm gonna loot these Kenku.
Okay, they have short swords on them, but nothing else of value.
No documentations or anything?
Negative.
Got it.
Alright, I'm gonna tie this Kenku up with my rope before we drag him inside.
I guess I'll help you with that. Kenku tied up. Okay. Do I see any stairs? I'll take a look around, guys.
Darnock will close the door behind everyone.
Yeah, we should hopefully have a little bit of time before he wakes up. So if one of us just stays and watches him, maybe a few of us can have a quick look at scan the area, make sure that there's no other people hiding out.
I mean, I could just put him onto my shoulder. He's not that big.
You can if you like.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll just have him hog tied to me.
So you're gonna carry the Kenku with you. What's everybody else doing?
Just moving around the building, like, how far is that till the next corner here? I don't really see anything.
Did you see that the bodies were along this wall?
Yeah, they're everywhere, right? They're all strewn throughout the building. Nah, man.
Okay, so
Birds
the
of
first thing
hollow
I'm going to
bones.
do is examine them for any gang signs.
Yes, all the humans, all the dead corpses are Zentarum, and based on the location of their wounds, it looks like they were all killed while unaware. You don't see any Kenku corpses in the building.
You know, guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the Kenku didn't do this. Shocking theory, I know, but we're just gonna have to go with it.
You're going to say that the Kenku didn't do this?
Yes, that's what I said.
That doesn't make any sense. Their swords are still dripping with the blood of the people they killed.
Right!
I mean, do you really think that Kenku can kill this many armed mercenaries by themselves when we dispatch them so?
Yes, if they can attack while somebody's unawares, of course.
I mean, if they're all unaware, look how many of them. I'm not.
There may be more still around as well.
Or maybe
Yes.
there's trap around here. We might not be the first fools that are looking here.
We should probably investigate. If we made that much noise, we may have company at some point.
Well, it seems our Kenku friend is waking up. Perhaps we should ask our questions.
Good.
See what information we can get out of him before moving on.
I'd
I
take
want
him
to-
up by the shoulders and hold him to my eye level.
It looks around and begins to panic.
I grab his beak so he can't talk. Now, if you best want to live, you better shut up right. I'll wait till I stop struggling.
He does.
I let go of the beak slowly.
He answers you in a woman's voice. The voice is very scared, and he says to you, "Please don't hurt me."
I believe I've already done enough of that. It's up to you whether or not I'm going to hurt you.
Let us hear your boss's voice.
Hear his boss's voice?
Yeah.
What? He answers you again in the woman's voice. "Please, what do you want?"
Are there any more of your contingent around here?
He simply shakes his head no.
And who is it that you work for?
He answers you again, this time in a gravelly voice with an orcish accent. "The Xanathar sends his regards."
I'm going to move over to one of the dead Kenku and check to see if there are any symbols that match those of known symbols of the Xanathar on them.
Pretty sure Darnock already checked. No, there's no symbols on any of the Kenku assassins.
Okay.
I put my totem / warhammer on his foot and start slowly putting more and more crushing pressure on it and say, I'm here to get answers and kill those undeserving to live. Right now, I'm thinking you don't have very many answers. Start speaking the.
He was. He says again in the scared female voice, "What do you want?"
Tell us
Well,
everything about the Xanathar.
This time he answers you in a thin, nasally voice. "Tie up the pretty boy in the back of the room. Follow the yellow signs in the sewers."
When did you hear that?
He just cocks his head to the side and stares at you, not being able to verbalize an answer.
I start putting more pressure on the totem, but this time start to twist it too and say, "Now tell us everything you know about the Zunt."
Again,
Say,
just looks at you, not being able to verbalize an answer.
can you point to where the pretty boy is?
You hear the orc's voice come up again. "What are you, stupid?" And after he says it, he kind of gestures to him being tied up.
Do it with your beak.
I believe he said in the sewers.
There's sewers around all the city. We don't have the time to look around all.
Well, if we follow the yellow signs, maybe we can find him. Is there anywhere? Where's the closest entry to the sewer? Bird.
The bird looks at you for a second and then looks at the door, the exit to the warehouse.
Perfect.
What did you say about the sewer again? Can you repeat it?
Again in the nasally voice. It's "Follow the yellow signs in the sewers."
And what about the pretty boy?
"Tie up the pretty boy in the back room."
Now tell me, before I decide whether or not you live or die, this gruff voice and this nasally one, what are their names, respectively?
He just blinks at you.
Lothar, have you not been paying attention?
What?
He,
I'm
he
not paying attention.
everything that he's been saying has all been in quotes that other people have said. They don't seem to be able to respond for themselves in regular tones, in regular.
It's
words.
nodding its head emphatically, agreeing with Phoebus.
So
Okay,
asking it direct questions like that, we're not really going to get the answers that we're looking for.
Suggest we check this building to see if any chance that he's tied up here and the signs let him here first, and then maybe go to the sewers after.
Let's do that. Can I climb these boxes?
I mean, if you really want to.
I mean, I don't think I can
Absolutely.
stretch around here, so.
How did you get in? Did you sneak in the back? Did you come through the floor? Did you come through the door?
Yeah, the Kenku just turns and looks at the door again. As you guys move towards the back of the warehouse, you can see the door hanging there to it. It loosely hangs in front of you on some broken hinges, and the area here smells strongly of sour fish and vinegar.
Mm. Do we see the fishes like hanging from the barrels or something?
What? No.
I put my ear to the door.
You can hear breathing going from the other side.
Is it calm breathing?
No, it's very ragged and excited.
I get the rest of the party's attention and point to the door and unsheath my sword. And then swing the door open.
Is the door locked? I'm going to check the door.
He swings the door open, and as you do, you see a broom come swinging down in your direction to it. There's a human man that steps into view, and he's got red hair and a scruff of beard on his face. And as he does, he's holding the broom out, almost like a sword. He's, "Get back! Away from me!" He's marred by grime, and the lingering stench of rancid pickled fish kind of emanates from within the room here.
What are you doing here?
What? What do you mean? What am I doing? What are you doing?
Having Kentucky Fried Chicken. Look at the Kenku.
Who are you?
This is Kentucky. He kind of you see him stiffen up a bit and seems to be put more on guard by you asking him who he is. He's like, No, you will answer me first. Who are you? And why are you here?" And he kind of eyes all the corpses behind you.
My name's Phoebus, and we've been sent here to look for a man by the name of Floon.
Have you found him?
Of his. No, I don't believe so, but we may be heading in the right direction, I hope. Do you know him?
Possibly. Well, yes, I know him. I was with him. I am Renair Neverember. And, I hope that he has come to no harm.
We heard you left the dragon with him. What happened?
Well, I was concerned that Floon was too intoxicated to find his way home by himself, and I offered to escort him. The two of us were jumped by 5 thugs as we left Fillet Lane and headed north on Zastrow Street. I do feel quite bad that Floon was taken, but we were outnumbered and quickly overwhelmed. We were brought here, and when the Kenku attacked, I managed to survive by hiding here in this closet with these things.
Wait, the Kenku weren't initially here? They raided this place?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a Zentarian base, and the Kenku from the Xanathars raided and assassinated them.
We've straight called them assassins. Anyway, he's like, yes, that's exactly right. The Kenku ambushed the Zentari, and they took Floon away.
Do you know which direction they headed in, or did they give any indication as to where they were going?
I don't know. The Xanathar Guild has many secret bases, and I assume maybe we could talk to one of them. And he points at the Kenku on Lothar's shoulder.
Well, he did suggest that that somebody was to be captured and taken to the sewers. So perhaps that's where we need to begin our search.
How much time have you been here?
It's been
in that closet?
In the closet. I've been here for maybe an hour or so. But
in this place?
I tell you, overall, we've been here about 2 days, ever since we left the dragon.
So tell me, did you actually see the Kenku attack?
Attack the Zentarum? Yes,
Yeah.
I just told you that when they attacked, I hid here in this closet.
Let's get moving, guys. This Kenku got here an hour ago. We can get to them fast if we hurry up.
No, wait.
What do you need?
I seen the Zentarum. They stashed some stuff in another room upstairs. If you would like, I can. If we find a weapon, I will come with you.
Are you training and fighting?
He looks at you, kind of offended. Do you not know who I am?
I think
I
a
certainly
man
do
of-
not, but I don't think we have time to make an argument.
all I'll say is that I
Hurry
think
up.
a man of his station will know his way around a sword.
There's about 4 short swords over there. Kenku had.
No. And he goes to the steps and runs upstairs.
Yep, we'll follow.
Ah! Okay, yeah, I moved you upstairs, but you want to go back down. That's cool. I'm going to move you upstairs now. Stay there?
Sorry.
What the fuck? What is up with this group? Alright, so he runs upstairs, and then you see him go over to a box on the far side. He reaches down, and you see him pull out a sword, one that's not already covered in blood. And he pulls out a sack and puts it on the ground next to you. Here, grab those.
I'll pick it up.
It's a small bag, and inside is what appears to be 5 healing potions.
So I hand one to the other 4 members of the party.
Okay. So now Renair, armed with a sword, says, "Fine, let's go now." You said you've already interrogated the bird, right?
Yes, we have.
Is there any purpose to continue to bring him with us?
I'll look at the cow.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we should kill him or not. Seems a little bit extreme.
Perhaps we just leave him tied up for the authorities to find. They can deal with him.
Well, I'll do whatever you guys want. I'm not gonna kill him. It's kind of grown on me. I start literally petting him.
Once more, he shouts out in the scared female voice, "Unhand me! Stop doing it!" And the voice is abruptly cut off.
You know, that female voice is starting to concern.
This bird has done some nasty jobs.
He's an assassin! What do you want, man?
We can probably catch up to them.
You guys move too much. I'm sending you back to the main page.
All right. So yeah, I guess let's go and find the nearest sewer entrance.
Where is Q1?
I tie this Kenku up to the outside lamp post. All sneaky beaky like, so no one sees me.
Maybe we should leave him near the corpses.
That's a fair idea. I tie him up to the door. I also say in my voice, I killed these people. So he can confess.
But just because he hears it doesn't mean he has to say it.
And he also
Yes,
says
but
it with your voice, so.
Huh.
Feels for
Like
Varian,
it's not
man.
a parrot. Like it's he's still a sentient creature.
Yeah, but I was just thinking maybe he's never heard. I was trying to be thoughtful to your NPCs, man.
I mean, it's pretty on character if you have low intelligence, I guess. Like, it literally copies your voice, so.
Approach it from the east.
A lot of people insulting non-intelligent.
In our way here, did we
So
notice
they come
any
through here.
entrance to the sewers on the floor or something? Can we, like,
Give me
remove
1
a
second.
thing?
Oh, Jerry's not here. Do it. Phoebus. Lothar. And where's he at? Renair. Okay. All right. As you guys exit the warehouse, you look out and you can see very clearly in the middle of the road there is a small sewer grate that leads down. Wow. Where did I hide my notes? What screen are they on?
So you say small sewer grate. Is it big enough for us all to get through?
Yes, it's big enough for
Okay. Well, I guess this is our entry point. Lothar, perhaps you'd best go first, just because you're the shield of our group.
I'm gonna cast light on Lothar.
Yes, yes. As you open the sewer grate and look down, you see it is completely black in there.
Yeah, light on Lothar's maul.
I wouldn't mind if you cast light on my totem so I can see. I'm gonna be in the lead.
Isn't that what he just said he was? You guys are killing me, man.
Yep. Does anybody else need light? Just in case.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
we're all
fine.
good then.
You all climb down, and there's a putrid stream that flows along this sewer tunnel, which leads in two directions. In one direction, you see a tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk, a palm-sized circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from its circumference.
Well, you heard him. Follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah. Follow the yellow signs, I guess.
I'm walking right behind Lothar.
Van. Okay. After an hour of following the signs through the tunnels, you come to a three-way intersection where a ladder leads up into a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover. One of the familiar chalk symbols is marked on a wall nearby, and floating near the symbol is a spherical, grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and four stumpy eye stalks. It bares its teeth at you and growls as you approach. And we're going to move over to the random map, and then you guys are going to roll initiative. Hey, get on the map.
I rolled a 4 and a 5 so far today. And
There we go. So now everybody knows what we're looking at. And I want do the at random. Boo. 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 See what our turn order looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Alright, Van Eld, it looks like you will get the first action in combat.
Okay. Is there anything that I can take cover with?
No, you're in the middle of a sewer.
I mean, yeah, but maybe there's like trash around or something.
Nope.
I'm going to like get close to a wall of the sewer, I guess. That's like around here, and hold my action for when someone gets in range of the creature to shoot it with my bow.
Okay. Here, I'll give you guys some just some boundaries.
I'll move closer to the wall then.
There's our sewer and our intersection, and the ladder. Say the ladder is like here. Okay, so you're moving to the boundary. Hold action. Somebody moves up, then shoot. Do it.
Dude's gonna run up and attack with his swords.
Oh, it's only got 13 health. For fuck's sake. That's a miss. It's not even. Yeah, it's a hit. It's not even worth me setting up this encounter because it's gonna die so quick. Phoebus?
It was a 15 to hit as well.
3 attacks?
No, 2. The first one was Van Eld.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the 15 hit.
Right.
Which means it's dead! Oh, man! I'm so glad we did all that.
That was underwhelming.
Hey.
Don't say that.
I want to poke the corpse of the thing with my sword.
Yeah. Yep, poke it.
What color
That's like one of
is
its
the blood of? I'm really curious about this. I look like to Lothar that he seems to know
It looks
the
black
most
in the
thing
dim
our
light.
group. What is this?
well, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna take this opportunity to take its teeth. I have no idea what it is, but I want a tooth.
What is this game? What are you doing?
Serve yourself?
Yeah, I guess, man.
Okay. The thing in the wall is in front of me, right?
You mean the ladder?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do I feel like anything? Like something?
Right, so we head towards this intersection. Which side of the intersection is the symbol on? The yellow symbol?
East. Further down east, you see another yellow sign.
Okay, let's follow this sign.
Okay. Going through another hour and a half, 2 hours. Eventually, you find your way into a different part of the sewers. Still underground, still covered with muck and mire, but the stones here seem to be, a little bit nicer, if that makes sense. Newer hewn from rock, and slightly cleaner. Even though we are still in the sewers, it's still very disgusting. I would say you guys are here. If you want to change the marching order that you guys are currently in, go ahead and rearrange yourselves.
I want to head back, Phoebus.
I'm a little better further forward because if anything happens to Lothar, I can't heal him from far away.
Sure, then I'm fine.
I gotta
Let's
say,
get going.
I do like my heat.
I might not want to be in the middle of the group.
Oh god, I should have just left their marching order.
I'm gonna have my bow out if it's this narrow.
All right. Moving through this portion here, the sewers have become quite narrow, only about 5 feet wide, and there is no walkway. You're traveling through like a foot deep of sewer water and trash. The main sewer here extends for that way maybe another 60 feet. But further up ahead, let me check your vision. Yeah, further up ahead, you can see an opening where there seems to be a circular pool. Oops.
Keep an eye out as well, guys. If this is the way to the Xanathar's base, they may lay a few surprises.
I'm
Do I
not
see anything
walking
here?
No, you
particularly-
don't. Keep walking.
Well,
I'm not walking particularly stealthy, but I'm keeping all my sense, like hearing and sense.
I didn't do the sight barriers. So yeah, let's just hide the doors. Let me see if there's anything else like that that's gonna get fucked up. Alright, stop right there, please. Right here. Alright, cool. I think that's all the hidden doors. Alright, yay. As you approach this central hub, you see the main sewer tunnel expands into this area. There are 2 passages that head to the north and to the south, but as you examine them, Lothar, you fail to notice the arrow slits that sit out of the walls and the northeastern and southwestern parts of the chamber. I have that reversed, but shut up. And as you approach, 2 arrows pierce through the darkness at you, hitting you for 7 and for 4. After that, you guys could go ahead and roll initiative. After the arrows come and strike Lothar, you see you can hear bouncing through the and echoing through the chambers of the sewers, voices in Goblin communicating across the hall. Take your lick, boy. Everybody make it in the tracker. 5. Alright, Lothar, you are up first.
I am sick and tired of these freaking goblins hitting me with these freaking arrows and going to.
Oh no. Yeah, sleeping goblins, not in my game. What are you doing?
I wanted to see if I could enter, but evidently I'm really...
It's an arrow slit. How are you going to enter?
I don't know, like, I made a joke.
All right, and then are you finished?
I'm going to...
Dash! Dodge!
Action dash.
Dip! I guess he should be in the tracker too. Alright, so he dashed. Got it. And the goblins. Alright, so this goblin here... doesn't have sight. Okay, so 5, 10, 15... Now, just this goblin will hold his action. The goblin up here, by you, Lothar, he's going to try to stab you. And he misses. Ragnar goes next. He's just going to run forward, and he has his weapon at the ready, mechanically taking the dodge action. Darnak?
Alright. Just gonna move up. Actually, he'd be there. He's gonna take the dodge action as well.
Do it.
Move up here. Guess I could see.
And when you move there, goddamn, you walk in front of the arrow slit, and you will provoke the held action from the goblin here as he fires out at you. Bam! Take 8.
Okay. And then get there, and I guess I will dash.
Okay. Phoebus?
Okay. Phoebus is going to take a step out here. He's going to see the goblin in there and just raise his staff up in the air. And as he does, beam of holy light shoots down on the goblin in this arrow slit here.
Gotcha. I'm not a kinku. But yeah, he fails and takes the 7 damage and dies. Through the arrow slit, you could just see the goblin is consumed by the radiant energies and falls to the ground.
Okay, and then I'm going to come to you.
Okay, Vanel?
I'm going to connect on that.
I can't. You're breaking up pretty bad, dude.
Oh, I'm fine now?
Yeah, I think it's Discord having issues. I have 46 MS right now.
I have 150, but that's the normal for me. Do you hear me clearly?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, I'm going to cunning action dash as far as I can. My roll 20 is also lagged, maybe it's me.
5, 15, 25, 30, 30,
1,
5,
2.
4.
Can I hit in this diagonal? It's kind of weird.
Well, this is 60. Remember,
That is 60.
moving through allied unit is difficult terrain.
Okay, Then I'm dodging here, and that's my action.
Lothar.
I'm sorry, Goblin. You've messed up. I'm angry now. So I'm going to hit him with my hammer and then ragdoll him into the wall behind him.
Oh my god. Yep. Exactly that. You hit him and he just kind of flies into the wall and splats. Alright, that's the end of combat. And what are we doing now?
Phoebus is going to head back to this hallway and start looking around and see if you can see any more of these yellow symbols.
No more symbols. We're in the hideout.
Okay.
To it. Where you are currently standing, it's a messy room. There's rusty weapons and destroyed clothing littering the floor of the area, which seems to serve as like a makeshift armory. But looking through all the items stored here, you can see that there is nothing of value or interest.
All right. I'm going to, kind of wave everyone on from the sewer if I see them coming, and then start heading up north. And tell Lothar, hey, you want to get in front again?
Okay, so that, I know it shows you a dead end. It's not a dead end. It's actually like a tunnel that continues on into the next chamber there.
I'm going to slug my potion also.
Well, I don't know why they just didn't cap that there.
The one on 16. Kinda sad.
Anywho, moving forward.
I'm gonna stop here.
Yeah, maybe you should stop there, you know. Moving forward, you see the area contains 6 tattered straw stuffed mattresses and nothing of value. As you turn and look into the very next room, it also appears to be some kind of sleeping quarter, but standing there in front of you is a Duergar. And he turns his attention and looks towards you. He just kind of stares at you for a minute. He hasn't said anything.
Hello.
He looks at you and he's like, "Quick, grab something. Give me a hand." And he picks up a chair and he flings it behind him into the block the door up in the corner of the room.
I put my arm against the door, looking very confused. So what's exactly are we?
You see he grabs a blanket from one of the nearby beds and starts shoving it into the bottom of the door, trying to close the gap. Hand me something, quick!
Confused, I grab him a pillow.
Yeah, and he starts shoving it down. You see a man run in from the door to the south, and he's also carrying some blankets and pillows, which, as he runs into the room and sees all of you, he throws them on the ground and and pulls out his weapon. Zemk! Intruders! The Duergar kind of looks up and he looks at you guys, and it kind of registers finally that you're not friendly, and then he pulls out his weapon too.
You know, I'm not in the best of moods right now. It'd be really helpful if you guys would just tell me what's going on.
Yeah, we don't have to fight.
Oh, really? The bandit, as he pulls out his weapon, he's brandishing it. He's like, "I remember you. You were at the portal."
Who is
yes,
he?
we
Is
went
he?
to the portal.
What in the holy shit?
So I'll go again. Yes, we've all been at the portal.
He doesn't really respond. Darnock, you're up first.
I'm just going to go ahead and take the dodge action at the moment.
All right. So then the dwarf, he's going to step forward, and he just reaches out with his scimitar and stabs at Phoebus. God damn it! Why is it? All right. 8 is a miss.
Yeah.
Zank, the Duergar, the one that he had shouted to earlier, he pulls out a war pick and is going to swing at Lothar. And misses. Van Eld, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to like get down like really slowly, pick up a pillow, and say like, "Why are you attacking us, buddy? We work here. Calm down, please." And I stretch my arm like
we
farther
work
away
here?
from me, holding the pillow.
Yeah, that is going to be a failed deception check. They know you definitely don't work.
That's my turn.
Yes, it is. Do it.
I'm gonna knock an arrow and shoot the first one of them that attacks.
They have both attacked already?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. Do you have to target one of them? Yeah, no.
Alright, Lothar?
You know, you guys are attacking me. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm mad, and I bop the one in front of me. And I'm declaring non-lethal.
Yeah, that's a hit. You're not raging right now, are you? No.
Still raging from earlier.
No, it took more than a minute to traverse the halls here.
Okay, then I'm not raging.
Alright, Phoebus?
Okay. Phoebus will attempt to attack the Duragar with his quarterstaff, again going for non-lethal.
Alright. It's
And
pretty...
he'll just say, Stop attacking us. We're not here to fight. God damn it."
Alright. Darnock?
Alright, Darnock's going to cast Frostbite on the bandit.
Alrighty.
All right. And that's it.
All right, Krentz. He kind of looks at the five of you, and he seems like he's a little unsure, but even though he looks over to the Duergar, and the Duergar makes eye contact and grits his teeth and kind of nods. The bandit is going to stab again at Phoebus, and it looks like he's going to cut you for 2.
Can I take my shot at him?
Yes, you do. That's a hit. The Duergar Zemk is going to attack Lothar again. And miss. And then Vaneld.
I'm going to dodge, and that's my turn. I don't know. I don't feel like attacking.
Do it.
I'm gonna shoot the Duragar.
It's a miss.
That's it.
Lothar. $13 is a miss. Oh God, what happened to your dice? Phoebus?
What
What's up,
armor is the
DV8?
bandit
How you
wearing?
doing? I'm sorry, what was that?
What armor is the bandit wearing?
I believe it's leather. Yep.
Leather? Okay. Phoebus will shout out a word. Anybody that speaks Celestial would know the word to mean burn. And then proceed to shout afterwards. If you insist on this fighting, I will not hold back any further. And I'm going to use... Oh, I don't have it on there. Word of Radiance. So that the both of them need to make a Constitution save.
What's your safety DC?
DC 13.
Both fail.
And they'll take 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll say, yeah. So yeah, I already said what I was saying, so never mind.
Darnock.
All right. It's going to continue to try to slow down the bandits with frostbite.
That is a fail, and the bandit is gonna get slowed down enough that it's dead.
Damn it.
All right. So then the Duergar, the only one remaining, going to attack Phoebus. And miss. Nope.
I'm going to walk up to the door guard. I don't know if I can do this, like fighting his AC. I want to put a hand on his shoulder and say like, "This is enough, right?" And that's my turn.
Okay. Try to persuade him to stop. That is unsuccessful. Do it. If you would have persuaded the bandit, would have stopped, but the Duergar, he fights to the death. Because that's what it says right there in the module.
Non-lethal with the bow, right?
No, it has to be melee.
And I can't do melee. I'm just going to do nothing. Dodge.
Lothar. Yeah, it's been good, DV8.
Declare non-lethal again.
Sure.
And this time, if it doesn't attack, if it doesn't kill him, I'm going to hammering horns him through the door we were just blocking.
The door that's been barricaded? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that knocks him unconscious. and he flies back into the door, and it doesn't move because it's been barricaded.
Wait, what
Well,
is barricaded, by the way?
Barricade.
Rules?
That's
Or
no. He threw a bunch of furniture in front of it to block the way.
okay,
I don't know.
I want to step from where the bandit came. Is there a door, right?
Yes.
Can I see like through the lock of it?
Nope. It's, remember, completely dark down here.
Oh, okay. I'll put my ear to the door and see if I hear anything.
You do not.
We search these bodies.
Neither of them carry anything of interest.
I'll open the door as slowly as I can.
Which door are you going to open?
This one from the bandit came.
Oh, the way the bandit came? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And if I don't see anything, when I'm opening it, I'm stepping in. And there's a corridor here, guys. It goes all the way south.
Yeah, and it continues past there too. There's a tunnel.
No one's curious about the other door?
I'm more fearsome than curious, but
if the two of those were scared of whatever was going to come through that door, I think we should probably leave it closed for now.
Is there any sound?
Fair enough.
In that door?
A sound? Yes. As you put your ear to the door, you can hear like a sound of like dripping water.
Okay.
like how hard is the water? Like just small, like I don't know the word, but like
yeah, so it's just dripping. It's not like a tap, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is the way, guys. I don't want to get in there.
All right, let's go.
Hopefully Floon's not in there.
I'll squish myself to like
Oh,
the wall so Lothar can pass.
Are we going to bring the Durgar with us so that we can ask him some questions when he wakes up?
Sure, I'll toss him up on my shoulder. That's not a problem.
Can you carry him? Like I had no.
Why are they
that you can
carrying
carry
everybody?
a bear, but that thing. Are you sure?
I'll challenge you to find a city in a city that I can't live.
That sounds like fun. Okay, I trust you.
To be clad in Dwarvish armor and I'm still able to pick him up. I pick up.
Renair looks at you for a second. What sense is it to carry a hostile creature through the hideout that we've infiltrated of our enemy? What if he wakes up at an inopportune time and starts yelling?
Oh, I don't know. Intimidation factor?
We could gag him.
Even if you gag him. Have you ever been gagged, sir? People still make noise. And for us trying to move through here quietly, I don't think this would really be beneficial.
Well, then what shall we do with him?
Leave him on the ground.
But we could get answers. I mean, I'll do what you say, but...
Why don't we just...
Well, if you want answers, then maybe wake him up. But don't take him with us.
Alright, I go to him and just start like slapping him. Boy, wake up. Pretty boy doesn't want you to take risks.
The Duergar wakes up and he stares at you.
What were you attacking us for? What's this door blocked?
You can open it and find out.
Well, I mean, you're standing right here. I'm perfectly willing to toss you.
Go ahead. It doesn't matter. I've already been bested in combat. I might as well be dead.
Okay, well, something obviously is dangerous back there. Can you tell us what it is?
That room? Nah, nothing in there but their latrine.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Immersion. He looks at you and he's like, if you're so curious, go find out.
Well, to be honest, I'm not particularly interested in what's behind the door. If you were so keen on having it barricaded that you misidentified 5 well-armed people walking up behind you as members of your crew, you were somewhat distracted, and it's obviously something not trifling. So we'll leave the door as it is for now. However, perhaps you can help us, in lieu of us leaving you here or letting Lothar here have his way. Perhaps you could tell us of a man, a pretty boy, blonde hair, recently taken
You're
by...
looking for Floon.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah? What of him?
We're looking for him.
Yeah, that's nice, I bet. Why didn't
Yep.
you ask him? And he looks at Renair.
Well, he was with him when they were attacked, and so it seems some of your boys attacked the people that attacked them, and took Floon with them.
Yeah, that's right.
So where is he now?
He just smiles at you. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's back on surface, huh? Yeah, actually, pretty sure. The Zentarum, we were just hired to set him free from the Zents. That's it. Yeah, the Xanathar, we were just setting him free.
Or maybe he's behind this door. I don't have to look there, so I'm sorry for that. And I want to take a pillow off that place. Like, slowly, like, taking down the barricade.
Yeah, Dernek, you don't need to make an insight check. He's obviously lying. He makes no attempt to hide it.
So,
I don't know, this door is seeming pretty useful now. I start unbarricading.
Hey, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I don't know, it seems to be the only thing you're pretty confident about. Start unbarricading it.
I'm pretty confident that all the men had corned hash for breakfast. It's quite an abomination in there. I would not go in there.
Have you seen where I grew up? It's pretty much a little tree. Start unbarricading it some more.
No, Cat. You're gonna...
I think we should probably stop unbarricading the door. So here's the deal.
Cat.
How about this? You can tell us where Floon is.
He's right there. I think he had to take a shit, so he's behind the door.
I can heal you somewhat and send you on your way. Or, since you've made me rather angry with all of this silliness, I could just let my friends here do whatever they want and leave you to die in the shit.
Yeah, all right. Untie me, do your healing bit, and I'll help you. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
I get to the door to the point where I could open it if I wasn't leaning up against.
Okay. So you're in front of the door now. Let's shuffle it around. You're in front of the door. He's, I'm guessing, right here. My cat just sneezed everywhere.
I have him well.
Look at it. Yep. Come here.
So, I'm going to be honest. You've not been exactly forthcoming. I don't really know if I can trust you. So how about you tell us first, and if I believe you, I'll heal you and send you on your way. No harm, no foul. You get a second chance to, make something of yourself. I'm an honest person, and so I will keep my end of the bargain as long as you keep yours.
Well, what have you to say for yourself?
Are you muted, Daddy? We can hear you.
The cat might have been in the room.
I was hoping he forgot push to talk.
He's AFK.
Something happened, I guess. But wait.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
you
It's
see,
the
if he
strafe
doesn't keep
up.
me mounted, I'm just gonna straight throw him into this door.
Ah! Look,
I'm gonna lock him up
I
in
have to
there.
suffer. You
I'm
guys
gonna
gonna
block him.
look at it. There's a big,
Okay, cat
big.
attack. I just read chat.
Yep.
She just
Sneeze on
chunks
that.
everywhere.
I don't know what that means. But yeah.
Gross.
I can't see chat, unfortunately.
Cat ganking.
Cat is notorious for muting the mic.
No, I'm here. No, so I was here, right? And the cat came up and was like meow meow. I was like, oh hey kitty cat. And then she didn't mute the mic this time, but she sneezed. And like it was like big chunky globlets all over my arm and desk. So
Oh, nice.
That's why I disappeared. I had to go change my shirt and wash my arm, and now I'm cleaning the desk.
Okay, that's fun.
Oh yeah, and it was all on stream too. Like you could see it. Like
Something to look
I
forward
looked
to.
over, and on my sleeve is just
I'm gonna have to watch this later.
Same. Let us know.
So I don't know if you heard or not, but basically the healer is trying to appeal to his better nature, and I'm just ready to chuck him into this room if he doesn't give me an answer.
Oh God.
Phoebus is the good cop and Lothar is the bad cop.
Okay. Whew. Yes, trying to appeal to him, he just kind of laughs. Haha, I don't even know where we were anymore.
Yep. So I was just kind of saying, like, look, you tell me first. I'm a man of my word, and if I believe you, if your information's good, I will heal you and send you on your way to make a new start, do whatever. You don't want to get stuck around these kind of people. They tend to not last very long.
All right. Okay. Yeah, untie me, and then we'll talk.
No, you speak first.
Durnock will pull out his crossbow and point it at him. Go ahead and untie him.
Hey, you get that out of here. You won't intimidate me.
Well, it's not to intimidate you. It's to make sure that you hold up your end of the bargain as we untie you.
Yep. I'll untie him, and if he tries anything, I'll burn him alive.
All right.
Geez.
Okay, but while
Sounds
he's
like a
talking,
plan.
I'll just hold on to him very tightly.
I think that's where I need to be.
I'll start.
Yeah,
untying
he
him.
looks at you,
hold-
right? And he's like, "Get your hands off of me. I thought we had a gentleman's agreement."
They have the gentleman's agreement here. I'm just here along for the ride.
Well, then I say
Power
nothing.
here. Or then you go in this room.
Fine, let me go then.
I'll let you go as soon as they give you an acceptable answer.
You said you removed the barricade, right? And you unstopped the stuff from under the door? Yeah, you did say that.
But I'm also
This would be a
leaving
great time for the thing that's in the room to squeeze its way out from under the crack of the door. And you see this gray sludge kind of worm its way around your feet. And it's touching you, Lothar. Oh yeah. Take 13 damage.
Bad touch, what the hell is this?
Yeah, everyone roll initiative. This kind of... One, two, three, four, five. Raynar. Okay.
So seriously though, what's wrong with my initiative?
I don't know. You're bad at this. That's these destroying his armor. No, he's a barbarian. Yeah, he's unarmored. Alright, so Raynar, he kind of looks at this thing. He goes, "Oh my god! What is it?" And I just want to point out, yes, this is a gray ooze, but it is absolutely putrid. It smells like festering excrement, and it positively chokes out the room with its putrescence. And Renar kind of gags and coughs for a minute, or he covers his mouth and tries to flee around the side of the corner. And then the ooze take its turn. And the ooze is currently well, I mean, you're standing like right on top of the thing. So yeah, why not? Why don't we pseudopod you again, huh? Sound good? Oh god. Sad.
Bad touch?
Alright, to it. No,
Yeah, lose
to its
ground.
fighter.
See what happens.
That is a hit.
Does it seem to be fully effective?
Well, the arrow lands in this gray sludge, and as it does, you can see a thin wisp of smoke and hear a hissing noise as the arrow is dissolved.
I'm going to move away. Run away!
Yep, that's a good Van Help.
Okay, I want to help Lothar, and I'm going to say, toss him in, like pointing to the Duroguard, and then I like ready myself to help him push him to the ooze.
You want to push the Duergar into. Well, the ooze is currently under Lothar.
Oh,
That's not a. You can't possibly push the Duergar into it because it's on Lothar.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to do. I think I'm still helping Lothar, but maybe to get outside
All
the
right,
ooze now.
so help action on Lothar. Lothar, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh god, oh, this is gross. This is gross. I don't like this. And I grab this. I take this Durgar and hit the ooze with him.
Yeah, that's gonna be a contested athletics check, and you're rolling with disadvantage since you're currently kind of grappled by two things. You were holding on to the Duergar, and the ooze is kind of wrapped around you. So go ahead and make that check.
I'm helping him though. It's
okay. So it's
what's
just
the
normal then for you.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Lucky. All right. So you kind of swing the Duergar around, and you kind of slam him into the ground. It doesn't affect the ooze at all, but it knocks the Duergar unconscious again since he was already so low on health. All right. Are you finished? Yeah, you're finished. Phoebus.
I'm gonna move.
Oh no! All right, you're gonna move.
Yes, I'm aware how opportunity attacks work.
Alrighty. Looks like he doesn't manage to get you. All right, Phoebus.
Okay. Yep. Phoebus is just gonna call down a bolt of radiant energy on top of it.
Yep, he takes that one.
That actually, Phoebus will move back a little bit, and that's his turn.
Darnock.
All right, Darnock's going to yell at the ooze and primordial. Take the dwarf, and we'll let you go, and then take the dodge action.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
I'm gonna yell at the ooze to take the dwarf, and we'll let you go. And primordial.
Okay, all right. Unfortunately, that's a great plan. That's a great plan. So yeah. Raynar from the outside of the room, he's like, "Come on, kill that thing!" And with the lack of a ranged weapon and not being willing to get any closer, he's gonna stay where he is. So then the ooze, it starts to kind of squelch forward. It only moves like 5 feet, stopping here. And then it lashes out with a tendril and touches Van Eld.
Misses.
Nope, it misses. Do it.
Do it with his offhand is gonna pull out his crossbow and drop it on the floor in front of the guy in the back, and then take a shot at the ooze with the bow.
What kind of crossbow?
Light crossbow.
Can I drag and drop onto an NPC sheet? We're about to find out. Yes.
And then I'm going to move.
That shit is all that extra.
Into this corner. And that's it.
21 is a hit. All right, Vanel.
Okay. Is this thing glowing here a torch?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to slowly walk there. I'm going to take my cunning action to disengage. I'm going to grab the torch, and I'm going to look at the... I forgot his name. Never Ember, and say with my most frustrated voice, "Do you know who I am?" And I'm going to stick the torch to those.
Okay, make a melee attack.
I don't know what to add to this, so I'm going
It would
to
just be
roll.
a D20
Yeah, I
plus
don't
your.
hit.
Excellent, excellent. So, as you lean in with the torch, the ooze almost instinctively seems to retreat from it and begins to crawl up your arm. We're going to treat this as an attack of opportunity, even though I'm pretty sure I've already used my reaction. I'm going to use another one. And Missy anyway. Hiya, Frost. How you doing? Lothar?
I'm gonna hold my action to bash it after I get healed.
You're going to hold your action to bash it after what? I didn't hear the trigger.
If I get healed.
If you get healed and it's close enough, you're going to bash it. Okay. Phoebus.
Phoebus is going to shoot a firebolt at
it. That is a hit. And then you're finished?
Yep, just going to take another step back.
Alright, Darnock.
Alright, seeing that the ooze is not listening to him, he's going to go ahead and cast Chaos Bolt at it.
Okie dokie. Oh my, yeah, that is acid damage. And, okay. Finished?
Or wouldn't it be thunder damage? Because it's
You rolled a 1. And
no, that's the extra d6 damage.
Extra d6.
Because it's 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. And then the first of the 2d8 is the damage type.
So, why wouldn't you have it roll damage, d8, d6, and then have the other one roll the d8 for the type? That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's so confusing. Okay, so no, you said it's 8, so it's thunder damage. And it's dealing
it'd be 14
6.
thunder.
How is it 14 thunder?
2d8 plus 1d6.
That's not right.
Unless I completely read that spell wrong, but
Choose one of the d8s. Number one of the.
Yeah,
No,
it says
no,
2d8
yeah,
plus
you did it
1d6.
right. You did it right. Okay, so it's 14 thunder. All right. Nope, that's a dead ooze. It just kind of explodes everywhere. Woo! And that'll be the end of combat.
I make my best effort to clean myself.
That
I've
is
had
right,
a
but
very
that
long
hurts my
day.
head.
That was not something I needed. Why didn't you guys tell me to not unbarricade that door? You told me it was a good idea, and I
Stop.
did it. And I did.
It's fine as I try to hold my book, like cleaning myself with the sheets of that bed.
I'm really tired at this point, you guys. I need at least an hour. I'd like a night, but if you could give me an hour, that would be great.
You want to rest in the middle of the enemy hideout. Okay.
Well, who's gonna look here?
There's a way to do it, damn it.
Sure, we can try and rest. Quick, short rest, and then if we're disturbed,
I
then
was
we
trying to
know that it's
reformat it.
not
You
gonna
can
be
do it
safe.
again.
Sure. Let's do that if everyone wants to.
You said you want to try and short rest in the hideout?
Yeah, that's what Lothar wants, and yeah. If someone comes, we can try to handle it.
Yep, but if somebody does come, then we know that we definitely can't rest here, and then we'll just continue on regardless.
You hear shouts and raised voices. All the commotion has attracted a lot of attention.
Okay, it's probably not a good idea to rest here.
No way!
You're just gonna have to drink a potion and move on.
Yeah, let's get going. I'll pick inside. There's nothing in that room.
No, there's nothing in that room. Except for a toilet. And you can see a trail of the gray sludge. It looks like it crept right out of the latrine and made its way to the door.
That's the toilet?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now we know how it got in. This is a funny situation. I don't think I'm going to use bathrooms in the sewers, never. Let's get let's get going in that passage right there.
So you guys drink a single health potion?
It's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
You want some more, big boy?
I mean, that'd be useful. I'm really hurt right now. My
I'll
feet
hand
don't.
him mine. If he wants to use it, it's on him.
You're good at this game.
Whoa, the same roll. That's fun. Lead the way, big boy.
Thank you. You're a good friend. That helps a lot.
That's for the tea, Brody. It was really tasty. Never had drank something like that.
All right. From where you are, right? I know that the thing's closed. You just move through the barrier there, and then you'll be able to see the rest of the pass. But you can see that around the corner, it opens up into a large, well lit chamber. And by well lit, I mean I'm lighting it right now. How do you do this? Mother. $40-20, all players light. Control C. Oh, give me another one. Okay. No, not gonna move forward so that you can see.
Oh, I thought you were setting the thing up.
No, I literally said you guys can move forward so you can see through the barrier.
Whoa, what's that?
Yes, what is that? Okay, so as you look into this large chamber, threadbare curtains hang on the eastern wall in a long hall, in the middle of which is a muscular half-orc in dingy robes standing with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist, and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Further into the chamber, seated on a raised platform to the south, is a nightmarish-looking figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks like a disembodied brain with feet. And yes, as you have discovered, there is a mind flayer in the end of this chamber. Now I get to show you guys my most excellent mind flayer impression. The creature stands up from its seat, and it begins to it's slowly stroking the disembodied brain, and it begins to talk. Gromshar, I need you to take him and kill the interlopers. He sets the creature down on the ground and begins to walk towards a room off to the east. Would any of you like to do anything?
Plain.
I am making my totem between me and whatever the heck that.
I'm gonna knock an arrow
IRL, yes, I know what it is.
and say swift death to those who have wronged me.
And who is the target?
It's gonna be Mr. Octopus Face.
Please do not attack the mind flayer. Okay, I guess everybody roll initiative.
I don't think that was a good idea. I'm scared now.
Alright, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Did it get loosed?
Did what get loosed?
Arrow?
Hell no. You just knocked an arrow and you said the words, and initiative started. All right. So, Renair is the one that gets to act first. He's also lagging somewhat behind the party, but he sees the man on the ground. He holds out his arm and he yells, "Floon! What have they done?" And he rushes forward. Unfortunately, he can't get very far because the roadway here is kind of congested. And 30, 40. Yeah, you can't get that far. So he's going to stop right there. Next is the tentacled boy. He looks over his shoulder. He eyes to it with his arrow knocked. Huh. worm. And he walks around the corner. And it says that he would use his stone to activate a portal that takes him directly to Xanathar's lair. So he's gone. You don't have to worry about him TPKing the party. Next is the orc Groomshar, the one with the fist that is covered in flame. He sets Floon on the ground, and he simply just charges forward, and he levels an attack at Lothar. God, your guys' initiative are all like bad. Firebolt Bernie. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna do the thing. Right there, where he was. Okay. So 10 fire damage to the three of you. I need dex saves, please. Those are... Wait, where's Vanilla?
On top of Hattie Boy. Yeah.
How can you be on top of him?
Well, he run on top of me, but I don't know.
No, you would be behind him in the... because you can't occupy the same space. So you're still there. Alright, so Vanille doesn't take 10 fire damage. The rest of you pass, you take 5. The red dots. Right, next is this thing. And, oh, thankfully it has a speed of 40. Yeah, but no. That would be dishonest. Yeah, it is going to attack you, Sir Lothar, since you avoided the since you avoided the burning hands. Hold on, give me a second to fix its sheet. It's rolling everything privately. Toggle. Whisper toggle. There we go. I was trying to link that to you, and then it sent it privately, and it's like, oh, that's not going to work at all. So first, it misses with the claws, and then I need you to succeed an intelligence save, please. Holy crap, that's a pass. Okay, and... Phoebus, it is your turn.
Okay. Hard to decide who the biggest threat is between the Intellect Devourer and the Orc, but I'm going to choose the Orc because he scares me. So I'm going to go ahead and point my quarterstaff at him as a large bolt of radiant energy seems to build up through and shoot out at his direction.
All right. That, sir, is a hit. And the bolt of radiant energy is so strong and forceful, it pierces right through Groomshar and sends him to the ground dead. Or at least you thought. Unfortunately, his orc blood keeps him in the fight as he grits his teeth and snarls at you.
God damn it.
All right.
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Vaneld?
Is this door like open? Can I see here?
Yes, you can see and move through there, but I can't
Okay.
remove the line of sight barrier.
Yeah, it's just so I can like possibly shoot with my bow. Made me not the brain with legs thing.
Well, you wouldn't be able to see him. He's like around the corner.
Oh.
You would have to shoot.
Then I'm shooting at the orc.
All right, this time the orc is dead for real. Oh. Okay, Lothar.
And that's my turn. Yeah.
Very shakingly and very scared. I've had a very weird day as I go to swing at this intellect devourer, and then I'm gonna shove him away.
Assuming you hit. Let's see it. Oh no, that is a hit. It's a hiccup. Is your horns, is it 5 feet or wait, they have to pass a save too. Get your ass back there. Attempt to shove, using a bonus action. Strength save equal 8 plus your proficiency in strength. 8. Oh god. 13.
15.
15. Ah! Okay, yeah, you pushed it away.
And it's push 10, not 5.
Eh.
And I'm gonna end my turn over here, far away.
Do it!
Okay, so the oath bow wasn't engaged because they didn't attack with it, right?
You activated it.
I'm pretty sure you can only activate it by attacking with it. Is what it says in the thing, the handout.
No, you activate it by saying the command word.
Yeah, but it says when you use this weapon to make a ranged attack.
I'm saying you activate it when you
Okay,
use the command word.
Okay. Then I am going to take a shot at the brain with disadvantage.
Oh, yes, it would be.
Days or something like that.
Yep.
Oh no, I can keep attacking with the bow. I just have disadvantage with other weapons while he's alive. So I don't have disadvantage with the bow.
Okay, make your attack, please.
Sorry.
Hit.
And I'll slide over.
And Darnock.
Alright, Darnock's gonna pull out a flask and take a swig, cast False Life. And that's his turn.
Alright, Neverember. He's gonna dash forward. And he goes to Floon's side and kind of crouches down to help him. He is dead. The Intellect Devourer takes its turn. Meeny, meeny, miny. Yeah, I guess to its closest. We'll leave Lothar alone. Yeah, that's a miss. Alright, I need you to make a intelligence save, please. No, not Floon, the Groomshar. fail, dog. You take 14 psychic damage, and I need to roll 3d6. What is your intelligence score?
16.
All right. Your intelligence is reduced. No, it's not. Nope, it doesn't do anything. Cool. Phoebus.
All right. Phoebus is going to attempt to shoot the Intellectuara with a fireball. Oh.
The spell creates a large plume of smoke obscuring your location in a 5-foot radius around you. It is heavily obscured for 1 minute.
Okay. And then I'm going to move into the room. Can I go diagonally here? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Oh, wait, you're trying. Oh, man, I should have had you take the AO. Alright, what would you like to do now? Is there anything, or are you...
No, that's the end of my turn.
Benel!
Okay, ignore me a little. I want to see what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to take my... Oh, ignore that. I'm going to take my cunning action to dash, like around here. And I guess I stab that thing. Yeah, no.
As you attack, you are shocked and frightened by the unearthly appearance of the walking brain. It scares you, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll. Lothar.
I'm gonna run up on the corpse of my fallen comrade there and attack recklessly, saying, "I don't like this."
What are you doing? You can't stand there. There's an ally.
Oh, I thought because he was unconscious. Okay, then I stand on top of the dead.
Okay, and then you attack them all, and the brain goes squish. Alright, that'll work. That's the end of combat.
Cool. Yep. Phoebus will immediately move over to our downed party member and use a point of health from, use his healing hands to heal him for 1 hit point.
Sorcerer.
Oh, thank you.
Help Floon!
Is Floon alive?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if he needs help, I'll give him my potion.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna run as fast as I can.
you give him your potion. Floon begins to cough, and then he sits up. Oh, thank you. And he kind of throws his arm around Neverember.
Let's get going. We don't have time to stay here. Let's run for our lives. That thing can come back. And I start running right from where we came.
Everybody else going to try to dip out of here following Vanilde?
Yep,
I'm
unless
booking
we
it.
see something obviously valuable.
Okay, so you guys make haste exiting the Xanathar Guild hideout. And once outside and back above ground, you take a minute to stop and catch your breath. Would anybody like to do anything?
Drink my potion.
Home. That was all.
I hold myself against Lothar, like resting on him, and I say that he owes me a lot of tea.
Buddy, you can have all the tea you want. I just want to get this guy to Verlo, and I want to go. I'll need some sleep. That was a lot to handle. I'm done.
Okay, Floon, having been saved, he's like crying joyous tears as he goes around to each of you in kind and throws his arms around you in a big embrace. And I guess that will be the end for today. We're going to calculate experience. We'll talk with Volo and sort all that out on our next session. But first, let's see what we get. Oh man, and there is a lot. Alright, so there were 4 Kenkus.
Oh boy, do we get a level up to level 3 already?
Not you. You get minus 300 experience.
No, but I was so useful this time finally.
Yeah, I rolled 2 great failures this time, so I don't know if I'm useful. I guess I opened the door. That's kinda nice.
50 times.
This is like the first
4.
one of these campaigns where I felt like I've actually contributed.
100.
Like, I did the damage, I soaked the damage.
Another 100. There's 1 bandit.
Yeah, Phoebus is a bit of a strange healer. Like, because he's got very, very minimal heals, he's not going to heal you if you're not down.
I had 1 HP.
Yep.
Still standing.
Guys, I think we need to hire a new healer.
Hey, just be glad none of the wild magic actually happened.
245 experience each. All right. Thanks for coming and hanging out, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, come and join us in the Discord. We hang out there all through the week. That's where we organize our games. And if you're interested in learning how to play or getting involved yourself, that's where you need to be. And if you haven't already, check out the schedule down below. You can see all the days that we play D&D on this channel. And there are quite a lot of them. Hopefully I will see you in the morning for the Tomb of Annihilation. Later, guys.